Sampling is a process of selecting representative units from the entire population of the study. In this, it is denoting that from the entire population of the study, certain samples will be collected and they will be referred for further study. Because entire population at a same point of time can't be referred for a group for a study. Now, what are the types of sampling? Sampling are of mainly two types: probability sampling and second is non-probability sampling. Now going into the deep. Under the probability sampling comes first the simple random sampling. In this, simple random means in a population every member has a equal chance of getting selected as the sample. For example, the population is homogeneous. For example, every BSc nursing student is there in a population. Any member within that group has a chance of being selected as the sample. This is known as simple random sampling. So it is very simple, as a group is homogeneous, so it is very simple. Second comes is stratified random sampling. Stratified means levels, layers. In this, different traits are there, such as gender, age, habitat, and then the random selection of the sample happens from each stratum, maybe from age, gender, habitat. So it is also known as heterogeneous population. It is not homogeneous, means the characteristics are not similar in between each group. For example, it also includes socioeconomic status and the diagnosis, other disease diagnosis, education, and geographical region. Systematic random sampling. This denotes that if a group of 100 members are there, from that every 10th member is selected or 20th member is selected for easy reference, and this makes the research convenient and simple to carry out. Next, which comes is multi-stage sampling, or also known as cluster sampling. What happens in this is that if it is a very large population, it is not possible for the sample to be collected very easily. So certain geographical locations, certain geographical clusters are selected, and from there certain samples are collected, and then random selection of subjects from these clusters is done. In the sequential sampling, the investigator initially selects a small sample. First, a very small sample is collected, and from that inferences are made, from that results are drawn out, and if it is insufficient, then some other samples are being added to it, and then another inferences are drawn out. So here the sample size is not fixed. Next comes the non-probability sampling techniques. In this, the first one which comes is purposive sampling. In this, the subjects which are chosen to be a part of the sample with a specific purpose in mind, means samples are collected to fulfill a certain purpose. Then convenience sampling. Convenience sampling, the subjects are selected because of their convenient accessibility and proximity to the researcher. The researcher selects a sample on the basis of their convenience, on the basis of their easy availability, so that they do not face a problem. Third thing is volunteer sampling. This means volunteer means who comes up by their own. The target subjects are informed through the mass media, through the TV, through the announcement in the roads. The target populations are announced, this group of people are needed for sample. Those who are interested can come and join in the research group. In that, voluntarily people may come to be a sample of the project or the research. Next is quota sampling. Quota also means stratified, in the sense that age, gender, education, race, religion, socio-economic, but equal representation of subjects from each of the quota, from each of the levels, equal representation should be there, which is named as quota sampling. Next is snowball sampling. I am giving you one example. Suppose we are not finding the address of our college. We ask one people, they show us the direction. Then we go there. Then we ask another people. There we get another direction from in that way we reach the college. In the same way, locating the initial subject and then taking assistance from the subject to identify people with a similar trait of interest. Lastly is a genealogy sampling. This means a participant is identified, then he or she is asked to refer his or her relative families to participate in the study. One family is met, and then the family's relatives are asked to participate in the study irrespective of where they stay.